Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fableheim and Iratus, Wrath of the Necromancer on Eternal Harvest 3. We resume our grim harvest at the end of the third floor of the mercenary barracks after having just had a close encounter with the bounty hunter. I underestimated his mechanics, and surprised Pikachu face almost lost Suflatus. But hey, the Reaper is a resilient lad. Sorry that there was no video yesterday. I slept all day and laid down all day. It was a good day to relax. But there will be a video today, obviously. And today, we march in to the Catacombs. And a good point was raised by Chazakil that our current composition may encounter some difficulties in the Catacombs. And I can think off the top of my head of 3 enemies in particular that will be quite irritating for us to deal with. And I have many ideas of substitutes that we could create to challenge them. But I would like to try brute forcing it with our composition right now, and especially since we should be getting higher level brains the moment we enter the Catacombs. I think brains scale with your group level, but also with the floor that you're on. So we'll see. There's also a few items we could get that would make certain creations much, much better. Of course, we are still searching for the ashes of the Burned Witch and the Spider Mandible to make Sekhmet even more dangerous than she already is. But we will approach all of that possibility, the endless potential of our creations, when that time arises. To the Catacombs! Buried just beneath the surface are the Catacombs, the dark secret of the Order. Here they train mages so that they can conduct sinister and dangerous experiments. It was always meant to stay a secret, but recent Necromancer troubles have let knowledge of this place slip into the public. Making matters worse is that the mages were never expecting an attack from below, let alone that the attacker would be undead. The Grand Magister has made his judgment. Instead of standing with the sorcerers, he sealed their tunnels and called back his paladins to the highest level in order to prepare a defense. The spellcasters would fend for themselves in the face of Iratus, where they will either prevail or buy the Grand Magister some time to muster his veteran knights for a decisive battle against the forces of liberated evil. That is quite rude. Speaking of enemies that would be quite problematic for our composition.
Finally, this item finds its way into my capable hands.
They're really going to start me off with this one, aren't they? Really, it's so rude. Say hello to the living armor. Ooh, look at that, on Eternal Harvest 3 sitting at 45 armor. Wow, just wow. That's a lot. Now, as living armor, they are immune to stress attacks. They do not escape, and they gain 50% attack until the battle ends each time that Iratus casts a spell. We are using Sundering Storm to remove all armor of that particular thing. Apparently, they're quite interested in slapping our fair lady of Izalith, and I am not so keen on being slapped. Thankfully, however, their action has given us much wrath, even though we can't use a whole lot of it. I would love nothing more than to delay my turn. I guess I'm just doing this. Now, as for our options, I'd love to spit on this again, but I think I'm just going to have to sit in my cocoon. As for our options to counter this composition, we have quite a few.
Your frail bodies fail you.
Is to bring good old Miklat the Kutli out of the arena. He has been sitting there for some time, making sure that he is somewhat on par with our group. We'll see how true that actually is. Yep. Oh, so close. Sure, whatever. And we can have him return to the battlefield. Of course, against some of these foes that are, for example, immune to debuffs, Miklat Nikuli might not scale as well. there's a chance he dies to this. Oh no, he always does. Venom, fire. Beautiful. There's a chance he methodically would not scale terribly well. I'm gonna wait. Hit me. Yes. Remember, the lower our health, the more damage resistance Karnania has. But that probably wouldn't stop Mictlantecuhtli from hitting like a truck. Probably?
Killer of man.
Probably. I'm actually curious how much damage this
Now
does.
that's gonna leave a mark.
Oh, that wasn't bad. Here. Oh, don't do this. I was like, here, have some crit. But if I do that, they get attack. That is ill-advised. Our other option, we do have more options, would be... Do we actually have... We have options, but do we have an option that's easy? Chazakeel could come
As
in,
your suffering ends,
but I don't
your
know... See?
service
Level 29 brain.
begins.
Chazakeel could come in. They're currently the two sitting in the arena, Mictlantecuhtli and Chazakeel. We could, against my better judgment perhaps, try a Murder Banshee. I don't know if we should try that. We have two mechanical eyes, and the character that benefits the most from these mechanical eyes that have been sitting here for some time is the Headhunter. Where are you? The Headhunter. I've used him a lot on the 4th floor in the past, because I really like his bounty upgrade into Profitable Bounty. If it kills an enemy, Iratus would gain 1 additional part after the victory. And you can just use him, because it's all physical damage, and it's a lot of physical damage. You can use him to basically one-shot the squishy spellcasters that we'll be encountering very soon. The reason why he scales so well with the Mechanical Eye is because his accuracy does not scale well at all. So I've never used one without the Mechanical Eye. I think it's not good. We also have a character. Do I want to wait? Block. There's also a particular character that I've talked about a lot because I have a dream. I have a dream. I guess a resistance, sure. 4 and 4, it looks nice. Vigor! Why do you have 13 of these? Was I going to do something with this? I actually don't remember. A block or a ward would be nice. But Vigor. The all-important Vigor. Aww. Oh, I hate Graves. Graves are terrible. Also, the character I was going to talk about wasn't here. But, the Zambi. Talked a lot about the Zambi. This would be the floor. If there were ever a floor, this could be the floor to initiate the Zambi strategy. Triple spell thief. But, that's all stuff to discuss if we come across problems. So, before we decide to mix up things, let us choose a path to the Mad Scientist. We rolled all of the new floor bosses. A 6.25% chance. Ugh. Well, it looks like there's a split here. Is it... It's here? This choice separates us? Oh, this choice could too as well. So many decisions happening early on. Now, because I am a dreamer, and I will never let my memes be dreams, I'm still very interested in hitting as many ancient coffins as I can. Because I haven't given up the dream. It lives on in me. So, there are 2 there. There's a 3rd here. It appears 3 is the most. 1 here. Lots of chests on the left side. Holy crap, a lot of chests. Coffin. Altar? Altar? Could we win with altars? 1 altar? Could the altars be the alternate? Altar? Altar. 3 altars, 3 coffins. Right side it is. So we could zig and zag here to try and get the most out of this. Double cultist. What the heck am I using these for? Should be something, right? Let's zig and zag. Double living armor. What the heck am I using cultists for? That's the real question here. So Spell Thief is a rogue. He has some resistance there, sitting at 30, which is quite a bit actually. Usually these things are just like the pests of the floor. I don't like them. They do have a lot of crit though. But they do all sorts of annoying things like steal your spell power and your mana and stupid stuff. So yeah, lots of options on this floor. Lots of pivots we can make. Or, because there is always an or, we can just be super greedy. Oh, there is one more I didn't mention. I didn't mention the Dark Knight because at the beginning of the series, I kind of said I wasn't going to use one because we turned a Dark Knight into our hyper carry in the previous series. But I mean, hey. Who am I to say no to the whims of fate if it so determines that we should have a Dark Knight? Stop doing things. I'm really tired of you. I'm gonna reap you in a moment. Am I gonna reap you? No, I'm not. I'm gonna reap you.
Good, good. More materials. Ooh, I didn't think it would be this easy.
If we were to incorporate a Dark Knight, he would be sitting here in the 3rd position. And I'm not sure who would be our 4th position character. We might be able to just keep Sekhmet and lean all the way into the curse bit. Because my goal here... Oh, we'd have to, wouldn't we? Because my goal would be to scale... would be to scale the Dark Knight's attack that scales off of buffs and debuffs. So we would apply a bunch of...
Ooh, I didn't think it would be this easy.
We would apply a bunch of Crow's Paw, and then the Dark Knight would stare into the void and murder him. That would be the plan. Which one does the most here? Oh, they do the same. That was a good crit, though. Aww. Do I still not have enough? I have enough. Yep. We are slowly brute forcing it, though.
A sad display for mortal kind.
The Talisman of Pa. What do we have now? Oh, sure.
It embellishes my undead features, no?
I'm pretty sure this is new. All minions receive 2 attack, 2 dread, 2 armor, and 2 resistance. Also, I meant to pick this up. At the start of a turn, if Iratus has 75 wrath, a minion recovers 5 vigor.
It will be a messy slaughter.
It's not a lot, okay, but it's something. With those 42 Digger Souls, we are going to cap out the Dead Lake with a sheen. No, you have the flame. Cool, I almost tossed the flame. Don't do that. Although, to be fair, we are coming across 2 cultists, so maybe I could have. Alright.
Brick by brick.
Maxed out chance for artifacts. We'll probably start putting points or Digger Souls now towards upgrading minions. We can also start gambling. I have no idea what I'm using these cultists for. I mean, I guess... Banshee? If... I'm going to use the zombie. Is the mechanical aim even good? I don't actually know. I don't know what you're doing either, my dear fair lady. It's weird when there isn't block and ward to get rid of. Lol redirected that. And by weird, I just mean unusual, because that's normally her first... That's her first move, usually. Yes, hit me! Do your triple hit. That gives me lots of wrath. I like that. I don't like this. I don't like that at all. Alley-oop. That wasn't an alley-oop. That was a armor removal. Well, slow and steady wins the race. I got a comment that is very true. And that is that this composition, well, the baseline composition we started with,
This will be your end.
It's just good. Like, it makes the game easy. And I agree. That's why usually I try to pivot into something different once we, you know, have our feet on the ground. But things have been, wow. That really doesn't scale very well when there's not both sanity and health missing, huh? Thanks for all the wrath. Appreciate it. I think they might be dead.
Terror will overflow.
But we're missing so many just like random one-off pieces. And I didn't... Oh, we could get the mummy. I didn't really want betrayal. Oh, something you'd kill your friend. I didn't really want to repeat. This is a waste of a reap, but okay.
Become part of the breathless
just repeat
tide.
the last build. But I mean, you know, what works works.
Maybe I'll craft this one into furniture.
We could get a mummy, even though the mummy's really good at killing trash and not so good at killing
this
bosses.
world will be mine.
We did it! The Spirit Spear! Oh, how long has it been since I've seen you? It's been ages. So the Spirit Spear, was this nerfed? It wasn't nerfed. After killing an enemy, the minion who dealt the killing blow receives a 3% damage buff for the rest of the game, stacks up to 10 times. Does not trigger when killing a summoned creature. I looked for that item for so long in the last run, and now it's just here. It's beautiful. So this is a way to scale your damage beyond the ceiling. And there are some characters that I would actually really like to see this on. For example, Miklat the Kirtli. And what do I want from this chest now? Okay, that's a good one. The ladle increases increases the chance to receive flash by 25%. The unstable armor. At the start of each combat, all minions gain 1 block, 1 ward for 2 turns. This is actually really good. All minions gain 6 attack until the battle ends.
Ah, I can use this.
I love the unstable armor. Oh, when I first saw it, I was like, this is kind of crap, isn't it? But now I'm in love. Also, this combat has 2 really annoying enemies for us to deal with. Wow. We're upgrading. Huh. I'm actually not sure how I want to approach this. My fair lady. My fair lady. I'm going to ask a lot of you. An awful lot. So, there are a few nuisances here. One of them is that. Increases damage up by 30%. I have a fun trick here as well. So the trick is with the living armor. Remember the fact that he gains attack after I cast a spell? Well, just like with good old Suflatus' item, if you dispel, the effect will trigger and the dispel will dispel it. Isn't that weird? It works in our favor though, so I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. But anyway, the annoying nuisance here is the Warden. The Warden, sitting at a lot of health and sanity, 33 armor and 33 resistance, but is immune to debuffs. But being perfectly honest, I have no idea how I'm going to kill him. No idea. Actually, I probably shouldn't even try to focus you. I should be killing you. Well, we'll see what we can get done.
My kingdom comes.
I don't know how much. I don't remember how much healing she can do. She's the support character, by the way, the sorceress. She will escape if she is the final remaining member of this team. Which she won't be. It'll be the warden. Spoiler alert. Get over here. Ah, she can do that much healing. I couldn't remember. I'm thinking that our fair lady is going to be using her wrath ability here in a minute. I don't remember if the sorceress runs away, but I don't want her to. Immune, 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 immune. This is my life now. I don't have enough wrath to alley-oop you. I think it was delay. Well, now I have enough wrath. One thing I have noticed,
Toss them in with the rest.
With the Dark Enlightenment from Alchemy, is that you get if you get hit by something that hits multiple times. I don't know why that was so challenging for me to say. Or hits multiple enemies or multiple creations, then you're in good shape. You're gonna have a lot of wrath. Like, it pretty much maxes you out. Kind of nuts. In a good way, of course. Delay. I have no idea what I'm going to do against this. 69. Nice.
Madness manifest. Madness manifest.
So there's double infectious lunacy to have enough damage to kill this warden. Maybe. Maybe I did. You can never prove I didn't.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Remember, being immune to debuffs makes it so I can't actually remove this armor. So we have entered the problem. Might be wondering, well, what can you do about this? Glad you asked. You mean besides what I'm doing right now? Okay, that doesn't do enough damage. Besides what I'm doing right now, the zombie is actually a really good counter to the warden. Especially now that he just completely ignores all armor.
There will still be enough left to reanimate.
And resistance. Probably should have just attacked. Oh, yeah, I should have. Yeah, whatever. My brain wasn't thinking for a second. I know, what a shock. Poke. But hey, we got him down in the end. You can actually remove his armor and resistance, by the way, using the Lich's Corrosive Cloud. Because it doesn't actually count as a debuff on him. Oh well, Suflagus is fine.
Make them suffer.
Or not. 10 hit points. Yep. That was engaging, wasn't it?
Mop up the gore. I'd hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
And the Ring of the Overlord? Whoa. We're just getting all of the goodies today. Ring of the Overlord starts you with full wrath at the beginning of combat. Very useful for some builds. We could actually make it really useful for our build as well, but we're not going to. Well, I can't, even if I wanted to. I don't have the parts. Okay. Anyway, let's see if skeleton... Not skeleton. Zombie... I don't think zombies think can be used in the front position, but let's see.
They will
zombie.
be expecting cannon fodder, but I will give them cannons instead.
I get it. Okay, was that it? If I wanted to use a Dark Knight, his items... Okay, no. Alright. Let's see what we're offered here. So, the mummy item, the Cursed Bandage, at the start of its turn, the mummy restores 4 vigor for each curse on enemies. Actually synergizes incredibly well with Sekhmet, because she applies 5 curses. Also, the mummy can apply curses to all enemies. Very nifty. Very good. It's actually super easy to get a stress build up and running, because you just get 3 Cursed Bandages at 3 mummies. Just spam the beam. The mechanical aim at the start of its turn, each turn, the zombie receives 4 accuracy and 15% damage, stacking up to 5 times. The bonus is removed if the zombie changes position. Okay, that's what the restriction was. Interesting. I think it's more likely that we use the mummy, although not by much. Oh, another one. I just picked up the zombie thing. There is... Do I do this idea? This is a dumb idea. I probably shouldn't do this. The zombie has okay accuracy scaling. This is dumb. Don't do it. Alright, 1 second. Say hello, everyone, to Gustav, the front line zombie. Alright, well, as for this wild idea, courtesy of Chazakil, both for the name Gustav, was the colossal rail cannon built by the Soviet Union to combat a particular enemy in the middle of Europe. It was at the time quite expansionist. We all know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, now that we've said that, I like the name though, because look, he has a giant cannon. As for the reason I picked this skin, isn't this the most intimidating skin? This isn't intimidating. This is baseline. Nice mask. Horns. Oh yeah. That's what you... To make a rail cannon even more intimidating, slap horns and spikes onto it. Beautiful. So I'm going to go through this kind of quick, but the main reason why the zombie is good against the wardens is because of his feature where he ignores all armor and resistance. He doesn't care at all. The reason why he's good on this floor is because of his resistance, which can get up to 31. It is absolutely bonkers. Of course, that doesn't affect ignition, but we're going to deal with that really. So his Q ability, Volley, is a single target magic attack. We've upgraded it to Accurate Volley to increase its damage scaling. Also gives 1 resistance. Buckshot hits a target and then hits the next 2 targets for physical damage, 60%. We've upgraded that into Whistling Buckshot to increase that to 80%. Also gives 1 resistance. You're going to sense a theme here. Igniting Mixture, it deals 25% magic damage to the enemy and the next enemy behind it, and also sets them on fire for 50% magic damage. And the Fire Explosive increases the ignition damage of that and gives 4 accuracy, which is irrelevant because we have a mechanical eye equipped. More powder, if you're going to put him on the front line, you have to take the trench loading upgrade. This reduces the stealth buff from 100% the next attack to 50%, but it does give you 1 block, 1 ward until the end of battle, and it usually doesn't last until the end of battle. Also 1 resistance. He has a stance in the 3rd or 4th position, which has always been weird. I've never liked this ability. But he'll enter the stance, and at the start of next turn, he will attack 4 times random targets each. I've upgraded that into shock charges. This just makes it so instead of 60% physical, it is 75% magical. The other upgrade is 75% physical, so you just get to choose which type you like the most. Also gives 2 luck. And Cannonball is his Wrath ability. It is a single target, huge chunking attack for 200% damage. The light caliber upgrade is what I chose, and that just makes it cheaper. And increases the movement. And you can use it in the final position.
Undead tools can be made better, deadlier.
Now, one of my theories, my long-running theory for Frontline Zombie has been all around the Warrior Bones, especially since it was buffed. Reduces physical damage received by 50%, but increases magic damage received by 25%. If I remember correctly from what Solus has told me, resistance should kick in first to reduce the damage, and then the Wizard Bones would amplify it. So, with this ungodly amount of resistance, would the Warrior Bones actually make him a durable frontliner against physical attacks and keep him safe with his resistance against spellcasters? On any other floor, I'd probably put it on and try it. But because we are on the 4th floor, we are going to be using the second brain instead. We had 2 of them laying around, and it grows as, you know, you sit around, and the zombie does too. So we're going to see how crazy I am. Here we go! See, the buff begins. Unstable armor also helps him out a lot. I didn't think about that. Well, I did, but I didn't. What do you do now? Guess you just start working on the spell thieves. That's actually a good question. Oh, me no likey. Yeah, do that. Do that again. Do that again. Yes. I mean, you're a little sods for removing my mana. But at the same time, thank you for only doing that. I'm gonna pull this lady next.
Take everything from those you defended.
Now the one downside here... Oh, that's annoying. Is that Gustav does not actually have a whole lot of initiative. By which I mean none. That is super annoying. Hey, betrayal. That's pretty nifty. Hey, panic. That's pretty nifty. So the thing, well, I have no spell power. The thing that the zombie does, besides, you know, just sitting here and pretending to look intimidating, is with his buff ability, he just sits there each turn and grows stronger and stronger and stronger. Until, at the apex of his power, he goes boom. And we're going to get an opportunity to see that in a minute. Because I'm going to go boom. In a minute. You'll see.
Carve open their husks.
Suflatus is going to delay because I want to see what happens here. Good betrayal. We're going to press the amok button because we are scaling 100% damage. So this... We have no spell power, so it's kind of unfortunate. But this 6 attack is actually 12.
Rage release.
Or whatever it is. Who knows? Here's some damage. Here we go.
Blow them to pieces.
That wasn't too bad. I don't know if that was 2 turns of waiting worthy, but it wasn't bad. The warden has so much health. Smack. Alright, my fair lady. Back to the cocoon. Oh, that was rude. Panic. Am I gonna have to double Infectious Lunacy?
Madness manifest.
69. Nice. No. No. Me no likey. This stance sucks. That's the fact that he already doesn't take any damage at all. That's just like adding salt into the wound. Here, get stabbed. That ignores armor, doesn't it? At least that moves. I.e. breaks the stance. Here, reap him good. I don't have the wrath. Oh yeah, I can do this.
Hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
That magic attack is actually pretty good. Still don't have the wrath. Well, this went a lot faster. Okay, that was a lot better.
You know, if this keeps up,
Ooh, a rare
we'll be
skull.
done purging the world ahead of schedule.
It helped that the spell thieves don't do anything. Would the mechanical thing be better? I mean, there's not a whole lot of movement on this floor, right? Maybe I try it. I literally can't think of anything else I'd want, except for the Banshee Slipper, but I killed so many Banshees, like, do I even try it? I'm gonna take the aim. It's fine. Another thing worth noting, though, this aim gives accuracy and... This thing gives accuracy and damage. But we have the mechanical eye. What if I have both scaling abilities? But I want the book. Game, I hate you. Sometimes, game, you make me angry. I mean, this is a percentage scaling. It's really strong. And I didn't give you any accuracy. Am I going to do something stupid again? I think I am. I don't think I can help myself anymore. I think I'm just addicted to stupid things. For the lulz and all that. Wait, do I not have a green... Who else uses armor? You do, right? Yeah, we have lots of armor users. A bit late. But what about some gambling?
Skeleton will clean up this mess later.
That didn't take long. Here's the game's way of telling me to stop. Please stop. Ooh, I got another one. Wow. Wow. Okay, Gustav, here you go. Have some accuracy so I can be dumb. Thank you. For only 2 more points, I can get more attack. I can get more armor. I have a problem. Poor Suflatus. You deserve this. You've done a lot of work, Suflatus. Have some attack. Ward. Attack. The first step is always to acknowledge that you have a problem. There's initiative here that I could have upgraded, but I didn't. Once you've acknowledged that you have a problem, you can begin working on the problem. To becoming a better person. I just realized we have the Spirit Spear on Gustav. I should probably be giving him kills. Oh yeah. You all have block and ward. I totally remembered. Absolutely remembered. No question. I didn't remember. It's fine. We're all here for the long haul anyway. We can all sit down, relax. Ow.
Perish.
And do this the hard way. The long, hard way. I have to cocoon here. I'm a little afraid. A little spooked. That's a little concerning. Concerning enough that I was about to break this ward and then dispel, but that's literally not in my interests. Good. Good. It's fine. They'll just keep attacking my Black Widow. And my fair lady will be okay. And everyone can ignore the stance. Perfect. You know, screw you. Betrayal.
One by one, life vanishes from this world.
Might have been able to save that, but I didn't want that to happen. No healing allowed. I guess I'm just gonna pull her.
Frail bodies fail you.
Don't worry, Gustav. Your moment to shine is coming. It'll be here in a minute. You're gonna go boom.
You will soon embrace your new existence.
We're gonna fade. We're gonna go boom.
Death predestined.
Boom. That wasn't bad. That was pretty good damage. You know, for everything but the warden. That was pretty good. I like that. Are you dead? No. Yes. I could have sworn I pressed D. Oh well. I probably didn't have enough wrath, honestly. Can I do this? Okay. I want to get back to the front. I really liked the counter. No, I didn't like that. Here, screw you. Perfect. Now I can reap you, actually. Yep. Wow. It's flawless. Or something. Not gonna lie. I may have totally forgotten about the fallen Dampier's other abilities.
To him, the world is as hollow as his armor.
Alright, you know the drill. Bring me something fantastic. I'm trusting you, Iratus. Ooh. This burnt skin I don't care about, but this... That's some legendary blood. Here we have a construct. Well, isn't she gonna be surprised? Aren't I usually running a stress build that you can completely ignore? Usually, yes. But this, today, is something new, exciting. My fair lady. It really hurts me to do this. 4 points for a single upgrade. That doesn't seem like a fair trade to me. Nope.
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
Even more than previously. Alright, you want to know the threat here? There's a great threat, so we're gonna... The sorceress here, of course, is annoying. I think that we can all agree that the sorceress is annoying. But we have a threat. A true threat. And I, for one, will not let that stand.
Rage released.
Sorry, Gustav. We have a problem that needs to be addressed. This is how I'm going all out to kill this lady. I don't want... Actually, she's fine now, right? Okay.
Take everything from those who defend it.
The Blade Mistress will probably tell you what she does instead of telling you she's terrifying. She, well, ignores resistance, but also goes into this stance called Executioner. Also ignores resistance. I didn't realize how terrible that was until I saw it. The Executioner stance, she'll just swing at one person and, like, blow them up. Very troubling. Gustav didn't get to really do his thing this time. I do feel a little bad about it. Just a little. You're burning to death, but you're not dying. What's this? I don't care about that. I guess I'll just make sure you're super dead. Like, super dead. I'm really afraid of the Blade Mistress. The funny thing is I'm so afraid of her that I haven't actually gotten to see any of her abilities in a while.
This never gets old.
Unlucky. Because I kind of just murk her every time I see her. Out of sheer, unadulterated fear. I guess that means she's done her job, right? I fear nothing but that man. In this case, that woman.
Make them suffer.
She terrifies me. No. What are you dying to? The venom. This way I can execute you. Oh. Slight problem. I lied. I did try though. I tried. Tried to get the execute with Syphilis, but
Mine is the winning.
oh, another Halo of Chaos. How chaos and the infused dagger. Okay, so about that Banshee shoe that I bypassed. Blood magic.
Rivers will run red.
I love this ability. When Iratus has 100 wrath, he receives 36 spell power. With the infused dagger, oh, this is so good. Deals 50 magic damage. Additionally, deals 100% damage if the target is stunned. Spell power increases damage dealt by 2%. This is the highest scaling damaging ability in the game. In the game. And it's even strong. Like, it's strong without the stun. But with the stun, it's like one-shot range powerful. So using the Murder Banshee with that is a good idea, which is why the shoe I mentioned, please. Last one. Oh dear. Alright. The Raven Feathers. When receiving damage, the minion gain +4 evasion until the end of combat. Cannot stack more than 5 times. Why does that just... Shouldn't that just say stacks up to 5 times? Whatever. The Salamander Skin. Any character that attacks this minion receives 40 magic damage. I talked about this a bit because I hate it. I do. And the Hero's Blood. The minion deals plus 100% damage and becomes immune to damage and debuffs during round 1. This item is absolutely redonkulous.
Dark collecting.
It is insane. Absolutely insane. And I almost want to put it on Sekhmet. Almost. Because the Hero's Blood scales items as well. So our Crowpaw will be doing double damage. It's already doing an obscene amount. 75, 150 damage on turn 1 on a single target. Ooh. Ooh. That would be nuts. But we're kind of going over the time that I want, even though I do have to cut out Gustav, my making of Gustav. But we are going to march ahead and get that cultist. We'll probably pick up the Banshee shoe since I've talked about it a lot. And then we will call it a day. We'll leave that elite battle for next time. Alright, well, the Conjuress is here. She has no feature, but she is super annoying. Maybe able to sense a trend here. I guess I'm just delaying. Like, it's either I delay or I go into my cube. Oh, delaying was the correct call. I'm a genius. Everyone's delaying. Except Gustav. Oh yeah, by the way, the Conjuress is priority number 1. Probably should have mentioned that. She lights people on fire. That's all I need to say, I think. She also has 49 resistance on Eternal Harvest 3. Holy crap. I'm doing this for the good of the group. My fair lady, trust me. And don't die. Please. Okay, this Conjuress should be... Yep. Should be dead. And dead she is. Alright, I can swap. Oh, I lose my buff when I swap. That's kind of annoying, actually. It's kind of super annoying. Interesting. That's quite the dilemma. Because the point of Gustav being in the front line is that he is thick enough to tolerate it. But if he's in the second position and Our Fair Lady's in the first position, oops, then Our Fair Lady is redirecting attacks from Gustav to herself. Which is kind of not the point. All this movement is screwing with your thing. Sorry, Gustav. I'm gonna have him just blow up the warden, though. Ow! Could you stop?
Madness manifest.
Please? Oh yeah, you're immune to all that crap. Duh. Look at all this movement I'm doing.
Extinction of life.
Alright, we can get her next turn. Okay. I have a feeling I'm about to eat my words on this bombardment stance. Oh, you go after Gustav? Really? Really?
Don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky.
Okay.
Bony weather incoming.
I'm gonna delay because I don't want to move, which is what I'm gonna do. Here we go. Gustav. Okay, that was pretty
Another
good.
step towards my eternal kingdom.
I know what I said about bombardment being terrible. I know what I said. And I'm kind of eating those words right now. Oh, that was good. That was a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage, Gustav. I could have faded you as well. My mind's kind of blown. Do I even want this Banshee shoe? I really don't think I do. Forget it. I'll take it. Sure. Thanks. I might. Now that we have the dagger, I might actually do it, but we'll see. We'll see. That's a super late thing because you need to max... I mentioned this before, too. You need to cap evasion. Oh, you've already have points dispensed? Or did I do this? I think I did this, actually. You need to cap evasion and attack. Probably a good idea to get these as well. So there's a lot of points that needs to go into this build for your Banshee to not just immediately fall over. And she still does every now and then. But that'll be discussion for later, because next time we'll begin combat with an elite squad. That is actually kind of spooky. There's no warden, thank goodness. But we do have an elite blade mistress, so we're going to have some priority targets in there. It's going to be fun. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Do you like Gustav? I'm actually very impressed. Between the unstable armor and the trench loading, Gustav has been fine. He's been fine. The only person taking a beating here is Our Fair Lady of Izalith, which I do feel a little bad about. But hey, maybe the Dark Guards can compensate her by giving her a drop of Divinity. Now, wouldn't that be nifty? I'd actually be curious to see if the drop of Divinity, which increases all damage dealt by 15% and reduces all damage taken by 15%, if that would increase the potency of her Spider Venom. I doubt it. But you can always hold out a hope. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time to continue our journey through the catacombs and to show these living scum what it means to be a real Archmage. Bye-bye.